Hey, it's Christine Grace. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another reaction video. Like the video on your way in. Let's get straight into it.
What's your age?
32.
And what do you do for work?
I'm a divorce lawyer.
As a divorce lawyer, would you say that divorces are initiated most by men or by women?
Women, 90% of the time.
Why is that the case?
I think that they yap with their friends, and I think they get real frustrated where guys are like, I'll get to it tomorrow. And
She knows. She knows.
I think the women just get in their heads and they're like, all right, I'm done.
So it's the women who are sabotaging their own relationships?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of it is that they're getting with their girlfriends, they're angry, they just get frustrated, and they have a lot of people in their ears. And I think they just want to, when they're done, they're done.
But surely, as a woman, you shouldn't tolerate any and everything in a relationship.
Definitely not at all, but I feel like things build up really easily with people, and they're talking about it more, where you're like pissed off and you get kind of over it quickly.
But how long have you been a divorce attorney?
Probably like since 2016 I've been practicing, and then 2017 officially barred.
So being that you've been in the field for 8+ years, do you think that marriage is outdated now?
I don't know about outdated, but it's a more acceptable to get divorced, right? Because like we're seeing it a lot more. It's not taboo, so it's changed.
Do you think that sexless marriages can work?
No, and 100% every single time. I mostly work for men, so every single time they're in a consult with me, I'm always hearing, I haven't had sex in 10 years, I haven't had sex in 5 years, I haven't had sex in 15 years, and I'm like, here we go again. The sex talk every single time. So it's like you need to make sure you're doing it like 3 to 5. I would say like 3, 2. Sometimes you want to go like 2 times, 2 to 3, but it really should be like 4. 2 to 4 times is ideal.
So a lack of sex in these marriages is the most common theme that you're seeing when they end.
Yeah, because it's connected to more of that. It's not just physical. It's like, all right, well, if you're not into someone and you're disgusted by them and you're pissed off at them, you're not going to be having sex with them, right? Because you're going to be unattracted to them, you're going to be irritated, and you're not going to be into them. So you're not going to be banging them.
So why do you think people stay in these relationships for so long?
I think they stay in it just because it's comfortable and it's easy and it's really hard. This is a marriage is a breakup on steroids. Like if you're gonna get a divorce, it's not just like I'm moving my shit out, bye-bye. It's like if there's kids involved, forget about it. It's like your whole life is upended. It's a major decision. Your family's affected, your life is affected.
This is why it's so important to pick your partners wisely, guys. It's so important. It's no wonder so many men are turning around and saying, do you know what? The whole marriage thing isn't for me because the risk is too high.
Half your crap is gone. So it's a little bit tougher than with just a simple breakup.
When a couple goes through a divorce, what's the process typically entail?
Someone has to file, first and foremost, someone's got to file. So you got to fill out the paperwork, file it with the court, and then you've got to serve someone, or they have to sign something saying they've gotten it. So either you have a random stranger who's hired by a service, or you have someone that you know go and hand them the paperwork, which is always awkward. Or you can tell them, hey, I'm going to divorce you, and you're going to sign this document saying you've received this, which is always awkward.
So wait, they don't send a sheriff out to serve them, or?
You can't, like some people will do that where you can get a constable, but it's not a sheriff. If there's a restraining order, you get a sheriff to do it.
Okay.
That's a whole nother.
So they sign that, then what happens?
Then they have in California, they've got 30 days to file a response. In Massachusetts, where I'm also barred, like they can just respond. So someone has to respond to it and say, all right, yeah, I want a divorce too, and this is what I want to do. And it's a simple paperwork.
So party A agrees for the divorce, and so does party B. Does that mean that they're officially divorced and that's fun, or?
No, I wish. It'd make things a lot easier, but no, you got to go through this whole rigmarole more. All right, well, what do you have? Show me your paperwork for the past. Show me your bank accounts, show me your credit card statements, show me everything. I want to see what your financial assets are. So you got to break it down each person, which causes problems, right? Because someone's on OnlyFans, you're seeing it in their bank account. Because unlike, Ashley Madison, they used to hide it as American Bank. OnlyFans just says straight up.
I I was like, where have I heard that? The whole Ashley Madison thing. They did a Netflix documentary into it, didn't they?
OnlyFans, they have no shame with their billing. So you start seeing these kind of charges and you go, all right, well, we need to do more. I got to look into this. What else have you done? Have you gone to hotels? I want to see more bank statements. Take me back 5 years.
And so this can expose more infidelity in a relationship.
Yeah, and problems. So it's like, all right, now you're doing a deep dive and now you're starting to snoop through stuff and you've got some problems.
Okay. But after that process is done with the financial assets and looking at that, is it just the man had... So after that part's done, is it the man has made 100K and the girl makes 50K, so the girl gets 25 from the man, or what?
No. Then you're going to be looking at a whole complicated state-by-state calculation of, all right, how long were you married? Who paid what? Who's doing what? Who can earn what? Like, so now you're looking at all the potential of that, and you're going to get a crazy calculation. And if you're...
One question I want to ask her is, if you have a prenup, does that change things? Because if you sign a prenup and your terms are, if you get divorced, these are the terms of the divorce from this prenup.
Married for a decent amount of time, you're going to get some spousal support. If you're like, say the guy's paying all the bills, woman's at home, the guy's going to pay up. He's going to be paying a good amount, and it's going to be for, in California, if it's less than 10 years, he'll be paying half the length of the marriage. Massachusetts, you go, you know, it goes to 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20. It doesn't go, it's more regulated, but it just depends.
Being a divorce lawyer for 8 years,
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Are you for prenups or are you against them?
Prenups are amazing. I'm a big fan of prenups. When some of my friends get married, instead of giving them a blender, I give them a prenup because it's a lot more useful, and I just do it for free and set it up. And I know the relationships, you know what to put in there. And it's great. So prenups, and you have a roadmap basically of what you're going to do. You can save like 50K on average if you have a prenup, like easily. Because you already say you divide this, do that. And you can put future stuff in there. So vacation home, okay, I have no vacation home right now, but you put in the prenup and you can divide your vacation home, or say you have a business, divide your business a certain way, you do certain things.
I love that she said I get them a prenup instead of a blender. That's absolutely brilliant. But honestly, I think a prenup is, if you're getting married in 2025 and onwards, I think you should be getting a prenup. I just think that's a given in today's current cultural climate.
Prenups are so simple. Why are so many women against it?
Because they want as much as they can get, obviously. I mean, you're not going to go to someone and say, hey, you want half my, can I give you half the amount you're supposed to get? Who would take that deal? Not many people. So it's not a very appealing thing. It's like going to someone who's ordering a sandwich and said, let me give you half the sandwich.
However, if you're a woman and you know that you're crazy about this guy and you know that he's a good guy because you vetted him correctly, you have no problem with a prenup because you know you're not going to throw this away. And if you're a smart woman, you're not going to have it in the prenup so that if he steps out, you still get nothing. It's going to be a fair prenup. You know, if you know you're not going to step out, you know you're not going to give up on the relationship, what's the problem with a prenup? Because it's just insurance. If you know you're never going to need that insurance, what's the problem? There's no problem. That's it.
Who's going to eat that sandwich? You want the full sandwich.
And what's the biggest misconception you've noticed when it comes on to divorces?
I don't think they're as taboo as they need to be. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's so bad, and it's like ruins your whole life. It doesn't. I think like there's a lot of times where people find their second loves, and that seems to be really amazing, and they seem so much more happier and balanced. So it shouldn't be as taboo, and that's a misconception.
Have you ever had to represent a client over multiple marriages?
Yeah, and every single time I'm like, don't do it, man, don't do it. Can you get a prenup? Can you do something? And I have like multiple clients that are like, all right, here we go again. I just tell them don't do it, and they just do it. And I'm like, all right, see you soon.
Are you single?
No, I'm married.
How long have you been married?
About 5 years.
So how does your job make you view your relationship with him?
Just like more, you're looking out a little bit more. You're like, all right, I need to maybe work on things a little bit more. You see stuff that's alarming. And when you're dating as a divorce lawyer, it gets a little crazy, right? Because you're like, all right, let me see how he is angry. Let me see how he is when he's sad. Let me make sure I go through a major event before I commit. Let me see how it is living with this person. So you have to be more aware.
So would you say that mentally it still puts a strain on your relationship, or it's just as easy as like working at a 9 to 5?
Wouldn't say with the strain. I think it makes it stronger because you know what not to do. Basically, you're like, all right, if I do this, this might be a problem, because you see so many guys complain about like, my wife didn't do this, my wife didn't do that, and that bothered me. So I make sure not to do those things.
That was really, really interesting. And I think essentially what she was saying at the end there is that it makes you more aware of the vetting process and how important it is to vet someone that you're dating. Life can be a very long time. I know it can be short, but if you're healthy and fit, and probably not going to finish the rest of that sentence because I might get censored on YouTube, but life is long. Forever is a long time. So you need to make sure that you're picking these people wisely. And, you know, unfortunately, so many men have been messed over in the family courts and, you know, mucked up by the divorce system, that it's just not worth it to them anymore. I've also heard stories recently of men who've got prenups and even still things have ended pretty badly for them. So it's a tough world out there. Make sure you're vetting people correctly. Do things at your own risk. But that's about all I have to say on this one. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up on the way out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to make sure you're notified of all of my videos. And if you'd like to consider donating to the channel, you can do that by clicking the link in the description at buymeacoffee.com. If you have any videos that you think I should check out, you can reach out to me on my various social media platforms or send me an email. And on that note, I will see you very soon in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.